Hey guys, Dave here, back with another video, another manga review to be more specific. And I gotta say, I am pissed off because I just filmed this and had my camera backwards. I tried to flip and use my front facing camera so that everything back here wouldn't be in reverse. But then that made it so that I didn't know that the fucking camera was flipped around, so it was just filming the wall behind me. So I'm pretty happy about that, and pretty happy that that was a good use of my time and energy. So hopefully I'll be able to re-review this again and say everything that I said in the previous video. But I gotta get a camera, you guys. I gotta invest in that. Your boy got no money, so that's been hard to do. But anyway. Today, the manga we're going to be talking about and reviewing is Super Mario Manga Mania. Now, I usually start off with a little bit about the story, but I honestly don't really know where to start. There's a lot of stories in this one book. It takes a bunch of Super Mario games like Sunshine. It'll do a chapter on Sunshine. It'll do a chapter on Super Mario World. It'll do a chapter on Super Mario RPG. And it takes its characters and puts them in those specific roles and specific stuff. So the story is pretty much its own thing, but also based in the reality of those games, if that makes any sense. So basically, you got Mario, you got his buddies, you got Luigi, you got Peach, you got everybody, and how do I say this? Mario's always been a pretty goofy franchise, right? It's always been silly. The characters are, have that kind of slapstick humor. Mario doesn't talk, but he's very animated in his reactions to things. This takes the goofiness and turns it up to 11, because Mario in this, not only does he talk, which is pretty unique for Mario, but he's very, very animated in his reactions to things and just his goofy slapstick humor that is used with every character, not just Mario. It's very I think the one thing that's really cool about this manga is it's very unique to see all these characters that we know and that we grew up with in a different sort of light. I mean, Mario in this, the first thing that came to my mind is wow, he really reminds me of Natsu from Fairy Tail, in just his actions and everything. I thought that was really cool. And the comedy, if you've read Dr. Slump, Akira Toriyama's Dr. Slump, it reminds me a lot of Dr. Slump in just its, again, the slapstick kind of semi-raunchy humor. Now, again, this is for all ages, and it's got the Nintendo seal on there. If I was using a proper camera, this wouldn't be in reverse, but you get the point. So Nintendo put their backing behind this, and the author, which the mangaka, I should actually say who it is, Yukio Sawada, I believe is how you pronounce it. I don't know, I could have butchered that. But they did a really great job in making it seem very familiar, but also taking the characters and making them completely different, if that makes sense. Because you have your familiar stuff, you get your Goombas, you get your bombs and everything, you get your bullet bills, and you're oh wait, I know who that is. And then you hear Mario's got a little bit of a mouth on him. He doesn't cuss, obviously, but he's definitely very animated. And it's really funny. It's actually really, really comical. And they've got Baby Mario in here as well. They've got Mario Galaxy stuff. It's really cool. And again, it's just great to see characters take on a new form, and it just goes to show how much a certain franchise or certain media can inspire someone. There's one thing I did want to touch in here, and this really sold me. I already was enjoying it. It's very funny, it's a good read, it's easy to break up because each chapter is its own different story. But I got to this, and trigger warning, to anyone who it deals with loss and the death of a parent. So there's a note in here. It says, please read before continuing. Note for parents, because this is obviously a book that, you know, kids might read. So the stories in this following section deal with the passing of a parent. While this material is still within the ranges of an all ages rating, it may be upsetting for children who are sensitive to this type of subject matter. We opted to include the stories here because they are part of the creator's original greatest hits, which he selected himself, but with permission of the creator, we have moved the stories from where they were placed in the original Japanese volume to the back of this volume. So basically what this is this final story is about, I believe, I did a little bit of reading, and I believe the creator wrote this because his father had passed away. I'm not exactly sure on that, but this is really unique because I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. Well, I definitely haven't, because it's a Mario manga and I've never seen anything like this before in my life. So basically this chapter is about Luigi dealing with Mario being in the hospital. Mario's kind of sad. Mario apparently hasn't been feeling well. You know, it just goes, you know, it just shows like his, you know, he's not his fun-loving, goofy self. He's a little depressed, a little, you know, sad, sick. And luckily, you know, Dr. Mario comes in and fixes him right up, and that, you know, the creator kept that kind of comedic humor. It's not all doom and gloom in that chapter, but it kind of took me aback, and, you know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it really made me think, and I was like, damn, that's actually some really quality writing and quality storytelling, because it shows that even Mario can have times where he doesn't feel right, or can have times where he's dealing with loss or stress or depression or sickness or anything. And if fun-loving, goofy Mario even goes through things, like, what does that say about us? Like, it basically, what it says is, like, just because you're going through something doesn't mean that has to be your total frame of mind, doesn't mean that's where you have to stay, and things will get better, is what I'm trying to say, in a very roundabout way. I recorded this before, and I'm just, like, completely spaced on what I was trying to, and what I said before, but it's just really great writing to show that even this character that's known for being fun and happy and jolly can have times where he doesn't feel all that right. And, you know, and especially for a child reading this can see, you know, fun-loving Mario and be like, man, you know, sometimes I don't feel very good, but, like, that doesn't need to be the end-all be-all, you know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody goes through loss, everybody goes through those hard times, and it's going to be hard, and some things may be sad, and especially dealing with the loss of a loved one, that's going to hurt, and it's going to take time, but that's not the end. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how bad things may get, no matter how bad you may feel, it's never the end. It doesn't have to be the end. You can always get better. You can always grow. You can always be in that happy place once again. And I think it's a very great thing on behalf of the writer that they were able to take that and make it funny, because the chapter is still pretty comical. But take that, make it comical, but also teach a lesson and share some, you know, an important topic in that, you know, in that sphere of mind. You know what I hope I'm explaining what I'm trying to say, you know, in a better way. But I just thought that was very cool and unique. And not only is the book very unique in its subject matter before that chapter, but that chapter really solidified, like, damn, this is actually some very quality writing, because I didn't pick up Super Mario Manga Mania expecting a chapter about, you know, death or loss. You know, I didn't expect coming out of this book to be thinking about just life, you know what I mean? So, I read it and I was like, damn, that was some quality writing. That was some quality storytelling. And I think it just goes to show how art can just really transcend just this frame of what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it can just transcend anything, and we if you can make a good story using Mario, what else can you do? You know what I mean? Like, there's endless possibilities when it comes to art and when it comes to storytelling. And I think it's just a great thing that, out of everything, Super Mario Manga Mania made me think about life more than other media that may be more focused on that topic. You know what I mean? So, again, kudos to the author, to the mangaka, on that, because it's very, very, very good. I said this a lot better the first time through, and now I just can't remember what I said specifically, but I hope I got the point across that I just love how art can mean so many things to so many people, and it can just transcend can transcend discussions, and we can use characters like Super Mario to have a real discussion about heavier topics. So I think that's really cool. So I don't know. I recorded this before and I said the same thing. I feel like I said a lot, but at the same time, nothing at all. In conclusion, this is a really fun manga. Even, if you're someone who doesn't like to read about that stuff, if that sort of thing triggers you, I totally understand. But that's just the last chapter. Everything else, this whole chunk, is just strict, goofy, slapstick humor comedy. And even the last chapter isn't all doom and gloom, like I said. They still throw a lot of jokes in there. So, excuse me, sorry. Again, recorded it twice. Throat's getting a little hoarse. A little worse for wear. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend this. It's this quick little read. There's nothing on here that I would think, like, it doesn't have like a 1 or whatever. Like, it doesn't have like a volume number. So I think this is all it's self-contained stuff. Apparently the author has been making the series for like 25 plus years. So it definitely makes me want to go and check out and see if there were any other compilation books released or just the webcomic itself. But yeah, it was really cool. Really good find. I think a really nice little one-off book for your collection. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had no idea it existed until a couple months ago. And then I bought it and read it, and now I'm reviewing it, and that's how it works. I'm sure you guys didn't need me to tell you that. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Definitely would recommend Super Mario Manga Mania. I got some other manga reviews coming. I'm reading through Samurai 8. I'm still working on Devil's a Part-Timer. High School and Barrage are the next 3 reviews I hope to get up sometime soon. In the meantime, I'm trying to do other comedy style videos. I'm thinking of some ideas, trying to mull some stuff around. And hopefully sometime next week I will be purchasing an Elgato and doing some Switch gameplay stuff, because it has been requested, especially for Mario Golf, because I've been playing the fuck out of Mario Golf and have been loving it. So I would love to play that with you guys and do some gameplay on there. But just bear with me, because 1, stuff costs money and I don't have any of that. And 2, I got to reteach myself how to edit, because I used to edit a lot back in high school and college, but it's been a long time and software and technology have evolved since then. So It's been a minute. But I appreciate you guys' support and patience with everything. I'm trying to get reviews out, or videos out at least, in a pretty semi-regular fashion, but that doesn't obviously always happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys pick up Super Mario Manga Mania and enjoy it as much as I did. And if you enjoyed anything else I've ever reviewed, please let me know, because I would love to hear from you. And if you have suggestions on what I should review next, let me know as well, because I will do that, or I will pick it up and read it and then do it if I don't already own it. So that's it. Love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace. That was peace. Peace is what I did, but okay. Bye.